Alright, class, settle down, and let's get into the lesson. So, I'm sure that all of you are familiar with my previous lecture detailing every controversy in South Park history. It is my most popular lecture, and it was your homework to review this lecture before class today, so if you haven't reviewed it, say something now. You. I can see it in your eyes, you definitely haven't reviewed it, so you fail. Anyone else? Okay. You may recall from that lecture that I deemed 2 episodes of South Park the most controversial, and even went as far as to say that they may be the most controversial episodes of any show that has aired on television. And while I gave a brief history of those episodes, this story goes far deeper than you can imagine. These 2 episodes of a cartoon triggered a chain of events that led to international media coverage, threats of terrorism, and new recruiting methods for extremist groups. It even brought us right to the brink of World War III. Okay, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but as you'll see, the threat of real-world violence was very much present. Hearing all of this, you may be inclined to ask, what could they have possibly done in these episodes to warrant this response? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is the story of 200 and 201. This is that time South Park almost started a war.
Let me guess, it's Muhammad related.
To start, let's break down what exactly happens in these episodes. Chances are the majority of you have never seen these episodes since they have been completely wiped off the face of the earth in terms of legal ways to watch them, as they were completely banned from television and streaming services. The only way to watch them would be to either purchase them through a specific Season 14 DVD box or to watch them illegally online. Now, I would never encourage any sort of piracy or illegal activity, which is why I must warn you not to visit southparkuncensored.com, where they have the entire episodes available for free. Again, do not visit southparkuncensored.com, as that would be piracy, and piracy is wrong. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Season 14, Episode 5 was South Park's 200th episode, airing on April 14th, 2010. And to celebrate, Matt and Trey decided they were going to take a look back at South Park's most infamous moments. It would be a massive celebration of the show and all of its most famous moments, but still be an original storyline. The episode kicks off with the 4th grade class on a field trip to a fudge factory. Cartman and Kyle are doing their usual bickering, with Kyle calling Cartman fat and Cartman calling him a Jew. Kyle mentions that Cartman doesn't have a dad, which is a reference to Season 1, in which we learn that Cartman's mother is a hermaphrodite and is actually his father. It is clear right from the beginning that this episode is going to contain a lot of callbacks to celebrate the show's most iconic jokes and episodes. This becomes even more clear when Butter sees an employee at the fudge factory that catches his eye. It's Tom Cruise. They point out that Tom Cruise is a fudge packer, as he is currently packing fudge. Cruise is incredibly offended by this remark, completely denying his fudge packing and threatening to sue the boys and the town for claiming he is a fudge packer. This is in reference to the episode Trapped in the Closet, which caused its own major controversy due to its critique of Scientology as well as its portrayal of Tom Cruise, who was placed in a closet for the entirety of the episode, completely refusing to come out of the closet. My previous lecture goes into a deeper look at the entire controversy, but in short, Tom Cruise was not happy about his portrayal in this episode, threatening to sue and possibly having the episode pulled from being rebroadcasted.
Hello, Mr. Force. Are you aware of the newest Jump King map? Super Mario inspired. Easier than Blade of Ascension, but still hard. Super Jingwell. Ludwig beat it last night in 7 hours. Will you let the Pepe Pains by beat you?
You're the one who watches the Pepper Plains guy, so you decided away.
That's a closet. Go down more. No, that's a closet too. No, Jared, that one's a closet. No, that's a closet. No, that's a closet.
The celebrities decide to file the lawsuit, and Stan is called to the principal's office, where Randy and the rest of the adults of the town are waiting to explain to him the situation and ask him why he felt the need to call Tom Cruise a fudge packer. Randy takes Stan to apologize to Tom Cruise for calling him a fudge packer, while of course he is in the process of packing fudge. Cruise is unwilling to drop the lawsuit, unless they can bring someone to him that he has always wanted to meet.
Muhammad, the prophet of the Muslim faith. Ooh, that's tricky.
Why is that tricky, you may ask? Well, in 2006, the 2-part Cartoon Wars series was released, in which Parker and Stone wanted to show an image of Muhammad in response to the Jalan's Posten Muhammad cartoons controversy, in which a Danish newspaper published comics that contained images of the Muslim prophet, leading to protests around the world. Some Muslim countries even experienced violence and riots related to this, and reportedly over 250 people died during protests directly related to these comics. For those that don't know, many branches of the Muslim faith prohibit any sort of depictions of Muhammad. Parker and Stone wanted to make a statement about how no topic is off limit when it comes to humor, and that either everything is okay or nothing is okay. Comedy Central, being afraid of a similar situation to this one, decided they were going to censor the image of Muhammad. This meant the entire point of the episode, that giving into terrorism is allowing terrorism to work, was essentially null and void. Knowing this, we now understand why Stan and Randy were a bit hesitant about getting Muhammad for Tom Cruise. When they give the town the news, everyone is upset, knowing how that went last time. Besides, they don't even know what he looks like or where to find him, since no one has ever seen him. This is when Stan reveals
too long, man. Lord of the Rings documentary.